Now, we all know the term Cod Killer has been out for, well, for a few years now, and so far, COD's still kinda still standing. But I think for this year has been got really worse for the COD franchise, especially for the current COD, because a lot of people are seem to be bored out of their minds with that game. And also Activision's reputation is not really the greatest at the moment, and it just keeps falling downhill from there. Especially when they go after these, clients like SW2 or SM2 and X Labs, and also, blocking certain streamers that they have their own solid opinion about the whole teaching grade ones or kids in school with sexual stuff and genders. I mean, it's a bad reputation for Activision right now, and COD is doing absolutely worse, so COD is killing itself. But there's also a lot of reading or heard about X-Defiant could be, the true COD killer, well, in terms of the multiplayer side. But there is another one, a third one, but for a different reason. And yes, I know the multiplayer of COD has way bigger player base than zombies, but when it comes to the longevity and the funness of COD, co-op mode is where it's at. After all, there's no skill-based matchmaking. You don't have to worry about that shit at all. And at least the game doesn't end within either 5 or 10 minutes. So, what is the third game that could be a COD killer? Well, in my eyes, and my opinion, is Payday 3. Without shadow of a doubt. Because all the stuff has been, I'm reading here off the Reddit here, a lot of stuff is actually similar to COD in terms of, we already seen before, but also very first for another game series like, well, Payday. First of all, the weapon recoil profile, as they said, will be exact same as COD. So there's no more going to be that randomness of the gun it has, which is a damn shame because I did like having random recoil on every gun, and they're not very predictable. It's like you really need to really have much better experience with a weapon, but I'm pretty sure you're still going to do at launch of Payday 3 until you get, better attachments as you level up. And that's the second thing. You now level up your weapons in Payday 3, unlike Payday 2 where you had to rely on either card drops or achievements or packages to get certain weapon attachments. Now you need to level up your gun, and when you apply the attachment, it will be for free. So you don't need to pay anything to equip it on, which is a good thing. And of course, there's going to be a mastery progression for these weapons as well. Kind of reminds you of COD, where you of course get gold, diamond, and some other, cool animated camo or not. Hopefully Payday 3 will have something similar, although probably a bit better. And doesn't try to encourage you to buy shit with microtransactions if they're ever going to do a, adding animated weapon skins into the game. I just really hope that the mastery weapon skin that you get for these weapons feels really, really nice and good looking to look at compared to the stuff you're going to buy in the store. Another, of course, elements are going to be similar is the slide mechanic. Now, I'm not really sure how the slide would be. After all, I never really, tried Payday 3. And it's probably only a matter of time until we actually get the beta. That should be across for all platforms. Not sure when, but I really think a beta would be pretty nice to try out for Payday 3. After all, since Black Ops 3, every COD has been released with a beta, so it would be a matter of time for Payday 3 to have it as well. The next thing is one I'd like to be similar, but I think is also improvement, is the, infamy system. The recent COD titles has one of the worst prestige systems ever because it crossed for seasons. And of course, anytime you reach a new season, it sometimes restarts your progress. And also, you don't even get to prestige it yourself. It prestiges automatically, so all you get is a nice fancy little icon for absolutely nothing. Well, the infamy, in this case for Payday 2, you basically keep going infamy, or you can able to prestige every time, and of course you do get reward for it. Of course, the first 25 infamy, you do get more XP, which something COD never does, which makes infamy already better. But the fact that they still gonna keep that exact same prestige system Payday free, but something else that really I was mind blowing away, and that is they're gonna add 150 infamy at launch. I was expecting like 10, for a small start, but damn, 150? That's insane. That's crazy. And I love it. As for, well, also another similarities, well, mainly on the, COD zombie side, is anytime you fill up your ability or your weapon, were to be, a special weapon, were to be in Black Ops 4, let's say Black Ops 4, pretty much, in Payday 3, they're going to have something similar as called overkill weapons, where you have the grenade launcher or that sniper rifle with the thermal sight. So that's actually going to be a thing now. So I'm glad they do it because, well, I'm going to, of course, explain a little bit more on a separate video, talk about all these, info about Payday 3 and also the stealth portion. I'll do those separate. But for now, it's going to be all about, well, to my beliefs, that Payday 3 will definitely be another Cod Killer in the co-op department. As the co-op modes in COD has been quite a letdown in the recent years, with the exception, of course, being Black Ops Cold War, which is probably the only co-op mode I have fun within the 4 years of the co-op mode in COD. Modern Warfare 2 2019 has basically failed with both Spec Ops and Survival mode, and they literally just didn't give a shit about it, as they just dropped pretty much the modes altogether at launch. Vanguard Zombies was completely trash because, well, Treyarch were basically forced to create that mode in under a pressure time, and don't even get much recovery after, their development working a lot in Cold War Zombies. And as for Modern Warfare 2 2022's co-op being, well, Spec Ops and supposed to be Raid, aren't really the greatest. I feel like they dropped Spec Ops again, so why even bother playing that game in the first place? So that kind of gives me more reason to stick to Payday 3 a lot more now. It's going to be much more funner now. It pretty much combines every COD elements that what made it so much fun. Basically keep all the positive stuff, but completely ignoring the negative stuff what COD has. And honestly, I think Payday 3 is going to be that game that's going to be one of the more popular games out there in terms of the FPS market. Maybe probably also up there with X-Defiant as well. After all, X-Defiant is a much better game for multiplayer, for PvP, if you want to play similar like COD, except don't want to worry about that stupid skill-based matchmaking. X-Defiant is going to be a much better game for you. And if you want to have a very fun co-op mode experience with, of course, plenty of progression, just like you do with COD and, of course, in Zombies, Payday 3 will be up your alley. Like, it's not really rocket science to see how terrible how COD is now these days. And honestly, it's not even the first time that the Payday game actually saved me from a downward spiral with COD. Basically, 10 years ago, Payday 2 was released a few months earlier than COD Ghosts. And COD Ghosts was completely crap. And no, I'm not talking about the extinction mode, which I really have fun with. The campaign was quite dull, quite plain, and the NPCs or the characters were kind of lacked the personality that they have, mainly on the Ghost side. And of course, the multiplayer just sucks dick, and then it just keeps getting worse and worse as each COD keeps releasing. And Payday 2 kind of kept me going since I've been playing it for almost 10 years now. So, not only that the Payday series is also a COD replacer, but it's definitely going to be another Cod Killer. I just don't see any way COD can come back from this. And honestly, a kind of funny thing too, and you know what's ironic at the same time, is they have announced that Warzone 1, the free battle royale for COD, is going to be shut down of its servers on September 21st. The exact same day when Payday 3 is released, for those who never pre-ordered the game or going to wait on that day. So, COD is going to die, while Payday 3 is going to be reborn. But yeah, that's gonna be it for my video on Payday 3. And of course, being the, well, another COD Killer itself.